didn't intend to, but I did.
Was your doctor pretty happy with your results?
She thought everything was great, except for for my arm. So we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Turn it on and off. I'm getting the overhead camera too.
Yeah, I tried to turn on the overhead cam yesterday. There's just a black screen. I was like, oh.
Yeah, it's been overheating. The battery's been overheating. I think the charger is not right. It's not giving it enough power. But yeah, you guys can log and start. Any standard 9-ball rules, right?
Yep. Heads, or you wanna lag?
No, I got a coin.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Today we have a challenge match. We have number 8 ranked player Rohit Aggarwal
Alright, you got it.
going up against Jason Rivera, ranked number 10.
Template or no?
Whatever.
The players are going to be playing a race to 9 in 9-ball pool. And it looks like Jason has won the lag.
Alright, 50 bones. Yeah. All ball fouls or just jaws?
The players are just discussing the rule set right now. They're doing all ball fouls, standard 9-ball rules. This should be a race to 9 for the number 8 spot on the list. Currently our standings look as such. We have Jason Rivera in number 10, Rick Hovey in 9, and then Roe in number 8. So if Jason wins today, he's going to displace Roe and take the number 8 spot. The players are playing with the magic rack today. Unfortunately, we've been having some trouble today with our overhead cam, so until we get that fixed, we'll only have this camera view today. And of course, the little inset, the commentator cam. Really nice break by Jason Rivera. We have Mickey Goldberg in the chat, first person to pop his head in. He says, so many jokes, but should be a wall banger of a match. Well, we got Roe and Jason. Why? What are the jokes, Mike? Mickey, let's hear them. And Mickey also says, what's up, Mr. P? I'm doing good. How are you, Mickey? Long time no see. Are you coming back to Rochester soon? I heard you came here briefly, but I didn't get to see you for that 1 or 2 day visit that you were here for. If you ever come to Rochester, don't hide. really good break to start off by Jason, but unfortunately he's got a really tough, thin cut on the 2-ball. So let's see how he does here. Slightly undercuts it and leaves an equally tough shot for Rowe. Except it's a little more off the rails, so it's a little more potable. And a fairly natural angle for the cue ball to come back to the top of the table for the 3-ball. So Rowe misses it entirely, but catches it on the way back, but he doesn't get a rail. Doesn't look like they've called foul. He might have just thinly caught it then. Let's see if I can see a replay of that. Let's we'll take a look at the replay for that to see if Rowe. Well, it looks like it's a little too late for the replay at this point, but I'm guessing that the 2-ball was contacted on the way, therefore it was not a foul. Must have been a very thin hit. Mickey, the previous shot, if you're still watching, but no safeties for Jason. Really good pot on that 2-ball. Another really good combination shot on the 3 to the 5. This time, Jason doesn't have too much of a shot on the 3-ball. Mickey said he needed a dentist, and that's why he came to Rochester last. So, Rowe with a chance here. No easy path to get on the 4-ball. So let's see what he does here. He'll have to avoid the 9-ball if he wants to get on the 4. Mickey in the chat confirmed, said it was a good hit on the 2, so Rowe must have hit the 2 on the way and not just on the way back. Really nice shot by Rowe there. Clean shooting, but we'll probably see a safety here. And a fairly good one. It looks like Rowe has covered the path to the 4-ball. And it looks like Rowe has a really good chance of running out and getting the first win on the board. Looks like a perfect cue ball. A bit more pace than he would have liked there, but he's still fine. He has a shot on the 9-ball. Rowe is a pretty good shooter. This Shark Gray Simonis 860 cloth is a little faster than the blue 860 HR, but that's not a problem for Rowe. He gets the first game on the board. Really good shooting by Rowe. Mickey Goldberg seems to be enjoying his time in the pool. He says, wonder how many laps in the pool I can do before the next rack is over. Mickey, it sounds like you're finally getting some exercise. What's going on with you? I guess Mickey has been switching to a different kind of pool. So we're in the frame number 2. It's been a pretty fast start so far. 9-ball goes quickly. 1-ball almost goes in, but it looks like the 2 might pot. Looks like Rowe played a push there. Jason has the choice of playing this or giving it back, but he has a clear shot on the 1. Cut to the top right corner pocket is available. He overcuts it. And the cue ball is going to land in a very favorable position for Rowe. The 3 ball, unfortunately, really only pots into the left side pocket and the top right corner pocket. So let's see what he plays for. Looks like he's trying to play for the top right pocket. He gets it. And we have Mickey Goldberg in the chat spamming, saying, so I say 9-5 Rowe today. All right. We'll see if anyone else shows up in the chat and gives you a bet on these. Really nice shot by Rowe. Very clean shooting. A long pot on the 4 required. And he's going to have to get back to the 5 somehow if he wants to keep this run going. Looks like he's doing force follow to go up and down. And it looks really good. It looks about perfect. Really well done to Rowe. Excellent judging of the speed on that shot. It was a tough pot, and to play the follow and control it so well. Another really good shot by Rowe. Rowe seems to be shooting really well here. Very good positional shot. Mickey Goldberg says, nice shot to get into the 3. That's right. This could be 2-0, and it's going rocket fast. Slightly unfavorable position for Rowe, but he should be okay. He can still pot the 8 ball into the top left corner pocket. It's not the best position. And Mickey says really pretty shots on this run. I agree. Some really good shots, especially positional shots by Rowe. But I think we spoke too soon. Looks like he's going to sell out the 8 and the 9. And this is a gift for Jason Rivera. 2 ball out with the 8 ball over the pocket. He should be able to make this 1-1. Really great shots by Rowe, but that bad position on the 8 ball cost a miss. And this time, Jason Rivera should have no problems. And Jason gets a little far on the 9 ball. Not the ideal position. Mickey says it's the announcer curse, possibly. Great shot by Jason Rivera. That's the ball that counts. The score is 1-1. And Jason Rivera is going to be breaking in this 3rd frame of this race to 9 and 9 ball pool here at Billiard Breakdown in Rochester, New York. The spot is for the number 8 position in the top 15 players in Rochester, New York, sponsored by Billiard Breakdown. Bringing you commentary today is myself, Paul Jacob. Michael Lynn is currently traveling. He's heading to Nashville, Tennessee today. He might be there already, so he's not here. So I'll be taking over commentary today. We have Mickey Goldberg in the chat who predicts a 9-5 victory for Rowe today. If anyone else has any other predictions, let us know. I'm going to start a poll on who you think will win. So in the chat we now have a poll on who you think will win. The options are Rut-Row and Jason the Joker. So if you are in the chat and not lurking, or you're lurking, make sure you respond in the poll. Bit of a safety attempt there by Jason Rivera, but he doesn't get it. Rowe should be able to cut the 1 ball into the right side pocket and roll forward with topspin to get on the 2 ball. And it looks like he's ended up a little awkward might be able to cut it in. He's going for the back shot here. Doesn't quite get it. Does he get a safe? It's hard to tell. He might have partially covered the 2-ball. Jason might have to kick or jump at this. Looks like Jason is going for the jump. Really nice jump there. But he calls a foul.
Row.
Not sure.
On in.
Let's look at that again. Didn't really catch the foul there. So Rowe gets ball in hand after Jason calls a foul on himself. We'll look at the replay shortly and see what was going on there. And this time Rowe looks pretty strong to run this out. But that was an interesting positional shot on the 8-ball. Not sure what he was trying to do there. A simple stun would have sufficed. Yeah, Mickey says that the jump shot looked fine, but Jason called a foul on himself. We'll look at the replay shortly, once this frame is over. And, well, looks like Rowe's problem ball is the 8-ball. That's twice he's missed a relatively easy run by a poor positional shot on the 8-ball. Is he going to give this away to Jason now? He hasn't left it super easy for Jason. This is a tough cut, or bank. And Jason misses. And this time, Rowe plays another slightly questionable positional shot there, but can he pot the 9-ball to make the score 2-1? It's a tough pot. Was close, but not quite there. This time, Jason has a really good chance. Looks like the barriers are slightly getting in the way for Jason there. They always tend to get pushed back a little bit during the 7-foot league nights. And that's no problem for Jason. Jason takes a lead here with a 2-1 score. Let's look at that foul that Jason called on himself and see if we can spot what went wrong there. Really nice jump there, but he calls a foul. All right, we just saw the replay, and it looked like the 9-ball moved. So even though he made contact with the 2-ball and potted the 2-ball, the cue ball grazed the 9-ball on the way there. So I'll show it once more, just so we can see again the 9-ball. Keep an eye on it. Really nice jump there, but he calls a foul. All right, that was good sportsmanship from Jason to call the foul on himself, but it's very likely that Rowe saw it too, but it was a very slight movement of the 9-ball. The cue ball barely grazed the 9-ball as it jumped over it, but that was a foul for sure. Rowe rips the magic rack from under the 9. I've never seen anyone do it quite like that.
Yeah, you good.
I don't know if any of you have seen that, but the magic rack usually, it was right underneath the 9-ball, and Rowe, instead of lifting the 9-ball and carefully placing it back, just does a tablecloth pull and just yanks the magic crack from under the 9. that was hilarious. Well done, Ro. Providing entertainment in many ways here. I've never seen that. An attempt for a bank by Ro. Doesn't quite get it on the way back. Leaves it quite awkward for Jason Rivera here. Jason going for the cut, it appears here, into the bottom right corner pocket. Really good cut, but he scratches, giving ball in hand to Ro. And it drops. The 2-ball nearly hangs, but it drops. And Ro has quite a good position on the 3-ball too. Should be able to screw back.
Wow.
But he overscrews by a good amount. Again, this cloth is pretty fast. And Rose ended up snookering himself. So now he's going for a 1-rail kick with a lot of inside. And doesn't get it.
2 times overdrew it.
And also scratches in the same pocket. Jason scratched him. So Ro playing a bit fast and loose here. Good potting, but Jason now has a 5-ball out with ball in hand. Should be able to roll forward to play the 5-ball in the bottom right corner pocket. But he misses. And does he get a lucky safety? Not quite. He's left it just about perfect for Ro. This time Ro misses a somewhat tough pot into the top right corner pocket, but doesn't leave Jason with much besides a bank. Even if Jason banks it, he might have to play another bank on the 7 next. It's not easy to hold for the 7 into either of the pockets by the right long rail. Really good bank attempt there. It looked very close. But yeah, even if he had potted it, he would have had to play another bank on the 7. But he played well for it. Unfortunately missed the bank. It was close. Ro gets another chance. And Ro rattles it in once again. It's a friendly bump on the 7-ball. Has quite a good angle to stun out into the right long rail and float the cue ball out towards the 8-ball. But he misses. Is he going to get it on the way back? Not quite. But has he got a snooker? It's hard to tell. And it looks like our overhead camera is down, so unfortunately we don't have an overhead view tonight. Great shot by Jason there. Really good stroke. Manages to hold for the 8-ball. And this time, Jason should be able to make the score 3-1 just by potting the 8-ball with a natural angle. But not sure if he used a little bit of inside there. So he hasn't got the angle to shoot the 9 into the left side pocket. So he has a tough shot now. But it's no problem. Really good shot by Jason Rivera. The score is now 3-1 Jason leading by 2 frames. We have Kevin Zuniga in the chat saying, "What's up, Paul?" Hey, Kevin. How's it going? Good to see you. Haven't seen you here in Billiard Breakdown in quite a while. Where you been? And Mickey is predicting 9-5 on road today. What do you think, Kevin? What do you predict the outcome of this match today will be? Jason's break. We're moving on to the 5th frame. Jason has a 2-game advantage. Rowe's been making some good shots, but not stringing them together, and sort of choking on the last 2 balls. At least he's done that for 2 frames. Looks like the cut to the left side pocket goes. It will be hard to control the cue ball. The cue ball will naturally trend towards a 9 ball and the 4 ball. And Kevin says he's working, going nuts. That's why you should come in here and play some pool, Kevin. So you don't go nuts. Stop working so much. And Kevin's prediction is 9-7. 9-7 for who, Kevin? Rowe or Jason? Looks like Jason probably played a safety there, because I don't think the angle to pot the 1 in the bottom left was available, and it looks like Jason's played a good safety. I don't know if Rowe's going to be able to contact this without hitting the 8 ball or the 3 ball first, and he concedes the ball in hand here. Not sure what Rowe was trying to do there. It didn't look like there was any way to hit the 1 ball straight ahead, straight on. Kevin predicts Jason will win 9-7. So Mickey, Kevin, you have 2 opposing views here. Do I sense some action, some side action? Well, Jason misses the 2 ball, leaves it hanging over the left side pocket. Rowe will have to go all the way down table and back up to get on the 3, avoiding the 4 and the 9. But he goes into the 4 and is likely to get snookered with the 6. Avoiding the 4 and the 9 was the critical part there, but Rowe didn't really take much time on that shot, planning his contact point, and he fouls again. Ball in hand for Jason Rivera once more. This time, Jason could attempt to go for a 3 foul. Doesn't look like he's, well, he might be trying to do it. So he's just going to go for the 3-8 combination. 3 foul attempt would be to bury the 3 ball, the cue ball behind the 6, and send the 3 ball down table. But Jason does not play a very good safety there. Leaks out quite a lot, and Rowe has another chance here. How many chances can Jason afford to give Rowe? Rowe almost safeties himself, but he is fine. It's a good stroke here with bottom. Really well done. Very good positional shot there. Stroked that really well. It's hard to tell, but it looks like the 6 will pass into the left side pocket. But let's see how Rowe plays position on the 7. Is he going to go into the 7 on the way back? He does, but he misses the 6 ball. And not sure if the 7 passes the 8 ball to the left corner, top left corner, but Jason can definitely pot this cut into the left side pocket. In doing so, should be able to bring the cue ball closer to that 7. Wonder if he's going to try playing on the short side in case the 7 doesn't pass. It looks like he's going 2 rails. Well, he gets a little bump from the 7. It's hard to tell, and since our overhead is down currently, you can't really look at it more carefully. The balls are pretty close. But Jason just chooses to play safety there, leaving Rowe a moderate difficulty bank shot, unless he wants to play safety and get the cue ball behind the 9 ball. But it looks like Rowe is attacking, going for the bank. Doesn't quite get the bank, and it leaks out, giving Jason yet another easy chance here to make the score 4-1. So Rowe really not taking a lot of time with shots. These matches are going fast, but there's been a lot of misses. Jason just needs to slow roll this in. He doesn't want too much distance on the 8 ball. Really well done. Over here, Jason might go 2 rails with inside. 3 rails to get on the 9. But he ends up really awkward on the 9. This is a tough cut on the 9 ball into the bottom right corner pocket. Alternatively, he could bank it into the top right corner pocket. It looks like he's going for the cut. Really good shot by Jason. Wow, that was a really good shot by Jason. Tough shot on the 9 ball, even after running out of position. And, really well done. That was a excellent shot under pressure. Score is now 4-1. Let's look at that money ball again from Jason Rivera. Really good shot by Jason. Well done to Jason. Great shot on the 9. So Mickey, if you're still in chat, do you still think that the score is going to be 9-5 in favor of Rowe? All right, Jason Rivera with a 3-game lead here. He's leading 4-1. Another really good break by Jason, but unfortunately the cue ball is down at the short rail, and the 1 ball is on the other side of the table, so not the best cue ball for a break. Jason will have to adjust his break to bring that cue ball closer to the center of the table if he wants to have a good chance off the break. Jason disturbs the cluster of the 5 and the 2 and the 6 a little bit. Looks like the 2 is now free and the 5-6 combination is available, so not really any problems left now. Everything's wide open. Rowe plays a really good positional shot to get on the 2, but unfortunately doesn't pot the 1. It was close, but it sort of rattled out of the pocket. But fortunately for him, he's covered the direct path to the 1 ball. Jason, I'm not sure. I mean, it's not easy to jump at this distance, but Jason is trying to masse around the 7 and the 8 to pot the 1 ball. Doesn't quite get it. Needs a little bit more elevation on that masse to dig in a little deeper. So Rowe with ball in hand and a wide open table. Key positional shot here being the 7 ball, most likely, and then the combination on the 5 to 6, you got to control the 5 ball. Rhodes doesn't want to go into the 5-ball ideally here, but he does, and it's worked out pretty well for him. In fact, really well for him. So, Rhodes with a good chance here to run out. Can he do it? Rhodes really shooting in a rapid-fire mode here. Needs to keep his positional play tight, though. He's messed up a couple times on the position on the 8-ball, but this time just a simple stop shot will be all he needs, so no real way to mess it up. And Rhodes should be able to get on the 9 no problem here. And he ends up really awkward. Similar to the shot Jason had in the previous frame on the 9-ball. This time can Rhodes pot it. This time most likely to the bottom left corner pocket. Tough shot. And no problem for Rhodes. Score is now 2-4. Really well done to Rhodes on that tough 9-ball. So that was a really good run by Rhodes. He ran out about 6 or 7 balls there. Missed a position on the 9 a little bit, but had no problem potting it. So that was a crucial frame for Rhodes, because if he had lost that, the score would have been 5-1. Which is a massive momentum for Jason. Really looks like Rhodes is in a hurry. He wants to go home and have dinner. He's shooting rapid fast. And is there a possibility for a 2-9 combination here for an early 9-ball? That's what he's looking at. Still takes the magic rack out. Rhodes is looking at the 2-9 combination for an early win here. And he gets it. Really well done. Great shot. The score is now 3-4. Rhodes with an early 9-ball. Really good combination to pot the 9-ball off the 2-ball there. So the score is now 3-4, and very quickly Rhodes has reduced the gap to just 1 frame. Let's look at that 2-9 combination. And he gets it. Really well done. Great. Really well done to Rhodes. Rhodes to break. Can he equalize the score in this frame? Again, a really good break by Rhodes. 1 almost pots, but he's got a very good shot on the 1 to start with. Getting back on the 3 might be a little challenging here. He's on the wrong side of the 1-ball, it looks like. He's stunning towards the 3. The cue ball might be moving away if he stuns. Wonder if he's straight enough to draw back here. Well, he's able to draw, but he misses the shot. If he had potted that, that would have been a really good positional shot on the 3-ball. Thankfully, he hasn't left Jason anything easy. So, kind of an unfortunate miss for Rhodes there, because he would have been perfect on the 3-ball if he had potted it. We might have even possibly been able to see a break and run because of how good the layout is for this one up to that point. But now the 1-ball is slightly out of commission. Jason plays a pretty good safety here, but Rhodes should be able to kick at it quite easily. And that's a good hit. And Jason should have no problem shooting at the 1. Really good positional shot by Jason to get on the 3 ball there. Just about perfect. Great shooting by Jason for these couple shots. Can he keep it going? Jason will likely just play a stop shot here and take the 5 ball from distance instead of risking getting snookered by the 9. And yep, it gets a little harder from here. You'll need to sort of do a stun run through here. This time, looks like Jason didn't get quite a good positional shot. He should be able to bank. I don't know if he has an angle to cut here. Oh, what a beautiful bank. Really well done. Great bank shot by Jason. Will he be able to do it again? By the way, shout out to my girl who might be watching, since Mike isn't here to say it. Wow, really good cut by Jason. Jason's been making some really good shots here, but position is not ideal. He's left with another really hard shot on the 8 ball. Can he do it again? We've seen a really good bank shot. We've seen a really good cut shot. Can he do another really good cut shot here? Looks like he might be going for the bank here. Not sure. Nope, he's going for the cut, but he misses. So unfortunately for Jason, Rowe now has a clear shot on the 8 ball. Rowe should have position to pot the 9 ball in the right side pocket here. And if he does so, the score will be even, 4-4. And well done to Rowe. The score is now equalized. The 2 players are both at 4 points each. Let's look at a really good positional shot by Jason in this frame to get on the 3 ball. Really good positional shot by Jason to get on the 3 ball there. And that was a shot that started the run for Jason, but unfortunately he wasn't able to pot the 8 ball. Would have been a really good run if he could have. So Mickey Goldberg says that's a shot to ask Gorst when in town how he would have played the 8 to the 9. Well, I think we could also ask Ron Kazancio and get an equally good answer. To the 7. Rowe plays a drag shot, and he plays it really well. Where's that 4 ball going to end up? It looks like Rowe has a thin cut on the 4 now. It's going to be hard to hold for the 5. Cue ball is most likely going to end up towards the bottom of the table after the shot. But Rowe gears that with a lot of bottom left there. Misses the 4 ball, but manages to get quite a good safety. Jason comes to the table without too much of a shot. Can he play a reasonably high quality safe here? He can make contact with the 4. He might be able to thin it, push it behind the 6 ball, and bring the cue ball up table. hard shot to execute well. And he hits it a little too thick for that. But he leaves Rowe a shot on the 4-ball. And Rowe should have no problem playing position for the 5 in the right side pocket from the shot. Looks like Rowe again over rolls it a bit. He can see the 5-ball to the bottom right corner pocket, but it's not an easy shot at all. And getting position on the 6 is not easy at all either. We'll have to really dig into the cue ball and elevate. So it might be smart to just play safety here. But it looks like Rhodes is taking the shot on. Force following most likely here. And he misses. Leaves a tough one for Jason. Mickey, are you going to be in town for when Fedor Gorst, the world's best 9-ball player, comes to Rochester, comes to Billiard Breakdown? His visit is less than a month away, August 3rd. Rowe lands a little awkward on the 6, but should be able to pot it into the right side pocket and go 3 rails for position on the 9.
Oh, come on.
But he says, "Oh, come on," and misses.
Wow.
And
How bad do you play? Wow.
Rowe with some commentary of his own here. And Mickey Goldberg, unfortunately, will not be here. Missing out, Mickey.
Sorry.
You should ask Fedor yourself about the 8 to the 9 positional shot. I'm sure he can tell you. All right, Jason the Joker. Can he recover his lead? Good cut on the 6 ball and pretty good position on the 9 ball to the right side pocket. If Jason can pot the 9, as we expect him to, the score will be 5-4. Jason with a 1-game lead, 1 ball away from it. Well done to Jason. The score is 5-4. Jason with a 1-game lead, only 4 games away from claiming the number 8 spot, 4 wins away. Is Rowe going to hang on to his position of number 8 today? Or is he going to slip down? Is he going to let Jason have it? For those of you tuning in, we have a poll in the chat on who will win today. We have 5 votes, 60% in favor of Rowe, and 40% in favor of Jason the Joker. But Jason is up ahead right now by 1 frame. This time a much improved break from Jason. Pots 2 balls and manages to get the cue ball close to the center of the table, which is really good. Now 1 will cut into the top left corner pocket. He has to go between the 5 and the 9 with the cue ball to get on the 2. He doesn't want to go into the 5 or the 9, so he has to find the gap between the 5 and the 9, which is a pretty big gap, but he has to find it nonetheless. But he overcuts it and goes into the 5. What has he left here? Rowe will also have to get the cue ball down table to shoot at the 2. And he uses topspin, which creates a drag effect on the way back. So not a very good positional shot there. Rowe probably should have taken a bit more time and tried to play some kind of rail first shot there, instead of trying to force follow. Force following on those kind of shots is always risky because the topspin that you put will continue into the rail and basically become a draw shot or backspin on the way back and slow the cue ball down. So those kind of shots, going rail first is often beneficial to come back down table. Jason plays a safety. Rowe can see the 2 ball, but it's not really potable. Rowe will most likely play a safety of his own here. And that's a good safety. Jason should still be able to kick at it from the bottom short rail and make contact. So it's not quite frozen to the 8 ball. Good kick by Jason. Rowe wasting no time at all. This is the 2 ball. Leaving Jason a slightly awkward shot, bridging over the 9 ball. It's hampered. So that makes a shot a lot harder. It's elevated and hampered. Almost makes it, but not quite. Leaves Rowe with another really difficult shot here. Not sure if Rowe even has a shot. Very thin cut on the 2 ball, but Rowe plays a good safety. Does he pot the 2? Not quite. And he doesn't get a good safety as a result of the 2 ball hitting the point of the left side pocket.
Giving it away.
And Rowe tells himself he's giving it away. Well, Rowe should probably take a bit more time with some of these shots. He's really going for it. Looks like he's almost playing speed pool right here. But Jason might have rolled out of position here. It's hard to tell if he has... yeah, he should be fine. I think he can see it past the 5. But he's elevating, so it's likely he's jumping here. Doing at least a shallow jump or just drawing. So he could see that ball, but he tried to draw back, but didn't quite get a great result there. Now Jason has a tough back shot for the 4 ball in the top left corner pocket. He'll have to play this again with bottom in order to have a chance to shoot the 5 ball. But he has to play it with enough bottom while he's going the other way. It looks like he's playing the top right corner pocket here. Interesting. Well, Jason tries to play with top, misses the shot altogether. Misses the pot. Rowe attempts a bank. Is he going to get a safety out of it? Not quite. Jason misses the cut on the 4 ball. Breaks up the 8 and 9 a little bit, but unfortunately looks like Rowe can pot the 4 ball. Can he get on the 5? He screws back for the 5, over screws a bit. And is he looking at the 5-9 combination shot? It looks like he might be. It's a tough one. Can Rowe do it? Not quite. And Jason Rivera gets another chance with 4 balls on the table. It's hard to see without the overhead cam, but it looks like Jason should be able to play this with a little bit of top, or even a little bit of top left to play the 6 ball in the same pot. To go around the 6 ball. it's not a great positional play, but Jason might be able to play safety where he rolls behind the 9-ball here, sends the 6-ball down table. But it doesn't look like he's, well, has he potted it? Not quite. I think Jason was trying to play the safety and not the pot there. I'm not sure. And this looks really good for Rowe. Should just be able to stun out for position on the 9. A little bit of draw will help. Rowe kind of overrolls it a bit, but Rowe is using a combination of bottom and side spin there, which is why he's getting a little more action on the cue ball than he needs. Running out of position on the 9 there. But he's gotten fairly lucky with the leave. I don't know if this cuts. It probably does not. Depends on how much separation there is between the 9-ball and the rail. If there's at least half an inch of separation, it might cut. Otherwise, Jason might have to play something else here. It's a very thin cut. Can Jason do it? Recover a 2-game advantage. Where's the 9-ball going to end up? That's not great for Jason. Rhodes should be able to cut this 9-ball in. And in doing so, he would bring the score to 5-5. He would equalize. But what was that? And Rhodes scratches. Wow. The score is 6-4, and that was a crazy shot. Not quite sure what happened there. Rope tried to probably play that with the rail first with a heavy side spin. It was not necessary. I'm not sure what Rowe was doing there. Wow, what a gift for Jason Rivera. Let's look at that shot again by Rowe on the 9-ball. It seemed like a pretty straightforward cut, thin cut. But Rowe played a very crazy shot there. Unexpected. Let's look at it again. That gift to Jason. And in doing so, he would bring the score to 5-5. He would equalize. But what was that? And Rhodes scratches. Wow. Yeah, not sure what Rowe was trying to do there. He was playing that with heavy outside spin, and he like slammed it. Yeah, it was quite dramatic. But that cost him that frame, and now Jason Rivera is 2 games up ahead. That should have been Rowe's game. Pretty good break by Jason Rivera there. The 5-ball is the problem ball in this frame. It might pass. It looks like it should pass the 7-ball. If Jason is playing for the 2-ball, he'll have to play 2 rails here, with bottom right or top left. But doesn't quite get the 1-ball. It's a tough cut. Rowe with the chance. Rowe sort of gave away the last frame with a pretty crazy shot on the 9-ball with heavy side spin. And he gets a safety here, it looks like. Not sure if Jason can see the edge of the line. He might be going for a slight masse here, if he can't see it. Looks like he can see it. He's elevating just a little bit. And he misses it altogether. Rowe with ball in hand here. Can Rowe do some damage here? Good shot by Rowe. Getting on the 5. It's going to be a little tricky here. He should be able to go all the way to the top short rail and back. So playing this with a touch of top left, avoiding the 9-ball. He doesn't get enough left there to have the best angle on the 5, but he's okay. A little bit more left would have brought him closer to the line of the 5-ball. But he still has a shot. He can cut the 5-ball in to the bottom right corner pocket. Really good shot by Rowe. Well done. Let's see if Rowe will slow roll this or choose to go all the way to the top rail and come back down for the 7. He leaves himself right on the rail. That's not good. Come on, Rowe. It was between the two options. It's the last place you want to be on these kind of shots. Either slow roll it or play it with pace. But that's going to cost him because he misses the 7-ball. Jason Rivera with another really good chance here. 3-ball out. Jason can just play a simple stop shot on the 7-ball and play the 8-ball into the left side pocket. He doesn't have to really do too much with the cue ball. Perhaps just roll it forward ever so slightly. Just play into the right long rail. Minimal speed, just roll it in. He's a bit on the wrong side of the 8-ball for an easy positional shot on the 9, but I don't expect it's going to be too much trouble. Touchy shot here. He can do a soft screw and pinch out behind the 9-ball, hoping for a shot into the top left or the left side pocket on the 9-ball, or he can roll it forward and go into that 9-ball a little bit and hope to have a shot on the 9 to the right. Well, he went into it a little too full and now has to bank. Or he could play safety, but I think Jason will bank. Jason's made some pretty good bank shots in this match so far. Can he make it on the game-winning ball? He does. What a shot by Jason. Really well done. That is a beautiful bank on the 9-ball. Well done to Jason Rivera. The score is now 7-4. Jason leading by 3 frames. Really, really nice bank shot on the 9 to win. Jason has been really clutch on those 9-balls today. And that's the ball that counts. Let's look at that 9-ball again. Really nice bank. This match so far. Can he make it on the game-winning ball? He does. What a shot. Rowe has been playing some really good shots, but not on the ones that count. Rowe has been making mistakes on the 7, the 8, and even the 9-ball, which are unforgivable in 9-ball pool. Overall, Rowe has shot some really good shots, but not towards the end of the frame, where it's most important. Jason, on the other hand, has been clutching on the 9-balls and the last 2 or 3 balls. Once Rowe makes mistakes, that give him chances at those stages. So if this trend continues, it's not looking so good for Rowe. Rowe's capable of shooting well, but he's sort of messing up towards the end. It's better if he messes up early, if he's got to mess up. You can't afford to leave your opponent easy 2 or 3 ball outs. Rowe's been doing the heavy lifting for most of the frame, but Jason's been stealing it away each time. This time Rowe is the one who's hampered by the 4-ball. And the 3-8 combination seems to be the shot that's on next.
Great shot.
Rowe tells himself,
Don't put
great
your
shot. Guys, it would be interesting if we mic'd up Rowe and we could hear his commentary on his own game. I wonder if we should do that at some point. Get some wireless mics and mic up the players so that they can also add into the commentary. I think that would be fun. Nice shot. Over there by Jason with inside to hold, or try to hold for the 3. Jason has a somewhat difficult combination for the 3-8. I wonder if he's going to go for that or try to do something else. 4-ball being close to the center of the top half of the table will pot in multiple places. Jason's gearing up. It looks like he's playing the 3-ball in the top right corner pocket. What a shot. Really well done by Jason. That was a good shot. Can he keep this run going? Or is he going to give Rowe a chance to come to the table again? Needs to avoid getting snookered by the 8 here. But that should be fairly easy to do. Well struck by Jason, and he gets a really good bump on the 5 ball, making it playable into the left side pocket. Now this is where things get a little dicey. Jason has to get behind the 6 ball to play it into the bottom right corner pocket because I don't think it passes. Well, he goes into the 9. So now he's going to be forced into playing a bank shot into the left side pocket, but we've seen Jason make almost every bank in this match so far. Jason's been banking great today. He's a good banker in general. Can he bank the 6 ball and keep this run going? Not quite. Must be the commentator's curse, as Mickey Goldberg said. If he had made that bank, he could have been out. Now, Rowe comes to the table with a thin cut on the 6, but if he makes a 6, chances are looking really good for him. What a shot. Really well done to Rowe. Is he going to get unlucky? No reward for a great shot. That is very unfortunate how the cue ball ended up there. It was a great cut on the 6 ball, but Rowe snookered himself and concedes ball in hand. Or does he? He does. Very unfortunate.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Rowe commentates and says, I don't know what I'm doing. Throwing his hands up. We have Nick K in the chat. Says, hi Paul. Jason is hungry to move up the list. Certainly looks like that. Jason's been shooting pretty well. Can he run this 3 ball out to get on the hill? We had, who did we have who made the prediction? Kevin Zuniga said Jason was going to win 9-7. That was his prediction. Well, oof, that's not a good omen. Can Jason bank the 8 ball in the left side pocket and get position on the 9? Jason is ahead. It looks to make sense for him to be aggressive here. Just has to take his time on this bank and pot it, not leave Rowe an easy 2 ball out. It looks close, but no cigar. And this is a chance for Rowe. Rowe has a cut into the bottom left corner pocket. He'll be just focusing on that cut, playing with top. And Rowe misses. He's left it somewhat awkward for Jason. Rowe is disappointed with himself. This is a kind of an awkward shot for Jason here. Wonder if Jason's going to take a pot on, or if he's just going to try to play safety. Jason is looking at the cut into the bottom left corner pocket. Tough cut this, and he has to play this with a touch of outside ideally, because if he places straight top, the cue ball could very easily scratch into the right side pocket because it's a thin cut. He doesn't want to scratch into the right side pocket, so playing the center ball top may be risky, even if he pots it. But he overcuts it, avoiding the side pocket, but also missing the pot. Great chance for Rowe here. Bring the score 5-7. Don't let Jason get on the hill. And where's the cue ball going to end up?
Come on, stop already.
Rowe talking to the cue ball, telling it to stop already. There it is. Rowe is not taking any prisoners here. Score is 5-7. Rowe reduces his deficit to just 2 games.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
Yep.
And it looks like the players are going to be taking a bathroom break shortly. So we might have a short break. Looks like Jason is taking a bathroom break. Really good break by Roe there. Score is 5-7. Can Roe tighten up his game a little bit? He's talking to himself, hyping himself up, or aggravating himself. One of the above. The one ball doesn't look like it pops it to the side, so he's going, oh, it does. Camera angles are deceptive, and we don't have Asian shot here to see all the angles well. Rowe has a bit of a distance on the 4-ball shot. He should be able to either play the 5 in the top left or screw back to play the 5 in the left side. It looks like he's screwing back into the left, into the right long rail. Try to play the 5 into the left side, but he doesn't get the draw he needs. So not quite enough backspin there. So it's very awkward
Still
now.
overcooking it. Every fucking shot is overcooked.
Rowe with some colorful commentary on his own shot making. Has to be careful to not scratch in the left side pocket here. He's shooting a low ball, and that's risky. Well, he was going for the bank there, and it was close. Good try, but even if he had made the bank, look where the cue ball ended up. It wouldn't have been really good for the 6 ball. But fortunately for Rowe, the 5 is not playable. I don't think there's any combination or even carom available here to play the 7. Shot. Really good bank shot by Rowe there. Nice and clean. Needs to screw back quite a bit. Needs a really good stroke here to get on the... Wow. What a shot. Beautiful shot by Rowe. Rowe is mad, and he's... This match so far. Can he make it on the game-winning ball? He does. What a... Sorry guys, I pressed the wrong button over there. Bad. I was trying to save the replay, but played one instead. But really good bank shot and positional shot to get on the 7 there. And Rowe is on fire. He's not going to go down easily. Really well done to Rowe. Those were a beautiful bank shot on the 6 and great positional shot on the 7. I will be back shortly.
Play a safe, man.
Why you gonna risk it? Risking the whole rack on back.
All right, we're back. This is the 14th frame. Score is 6-7. Rowe trailing by 1 frame. And it looks like Jason has a really good chance here to run out. Can he do it? Wow. Jason unfortunately overcuts the 8-ball. And Nick K asked if I'm going to be doing all the live streams all weekend. I'm not aware of any other matches scheduled this weekend. I think Mike should be back pretty soon too. So I'm not aware of anything else that I'll be doing at the moment. I'm sure Mike will be back soon. What a good shot on that 8-ball there by Rowe. Gets perfect on the 9-ball and now equalizes the score. The score is 7-7. Rowe is not going down easy. And we have 70% of the poll in favor of Jason the Joker. Wow. So even though Rowe has come back and equalized the score at 7-7, now this is a race to 2 for both players. It's getting quite dramatic now.
Yes. Yes.
Rowe to break. The score is 7-7. In the previous frame, we saw a really good run out by Rowe. Rowe with some really good shots, positional and potting. Quite a good break by Rowe. The 2-ball is a little awkward, but it does pot. That gets me every time. Rhodes is yanking the magic rack out from under the 9. Doesn't care if the 9 moves or not. I have never seen anyone do quite that. Rowe isn't messing around. I wonder if that's how magic racks rip. And if so, is Rowe responsible for all the torn magic racks here at Billiard Breakdown? Rowe plays a good attempt at a good positional shot there, but misses the 2. He focused a little bit more on the shape than the shot. It was difficult to do. Jason back at the table with an awkward, no pot that's on for the 2, but he should be able to play safety. Jason could send the 2 ball towards the bottom of the table and bring the cue ball towards that 6 ball. If he sends that cue ball into the 6, he could get a good safety behind the 3 ball. That would be quite a good safety attempt there. Wonder if that's what he's going for. Jason goes for the pot, and he gets it. Wow. Did not think he would go for the pot. And he's very close to the 3 ball. Might pot into the side pocket. The 4 ball, I'm not sure how he's going to get on the 4. And I don't think he was either. We have Vinny Socks in the chat, who says, big shout out to Jake Jackson for making the semifinals in the BEF Junior National Championship today. Shot great, but came up short. Yes, congratulations to Jake Jackson for getting to the semifinals today. I saw part of his match. He shot really well, but there were a lot of really great players there, and we expect Jake to clinch one of these soon. So congrats, Jake. Well done. Jake Jackson is an up-and-coming junior pro player here at Billiard Breakdown. He's 16 years old, and he's on this list. I believe he might be ranked number 5 at the moment. And Ro is on fire. Can he keep it going? He's shooting great. He just has to carry this all the way through. And where is the cue ball going? Oh, that is so fortunate. Ro would have been so mad if that scratched. It's been great shooting so far. Ro plays for the short side of the 8 ball. Interesting. Tough shot here. Certainly a missable pot. It's a thin cut and quite missable. And unfortunately, Ro loses steam on the 8 ball and leaves it over the pocket. Ro is not happy. Those were really good shots up to that point, but Ro ran out of steam and did not get a good positional shot on the 8 ball and missed that thin cut on the 8 ball to the top right corner pocket. Jason has a back shot here to the side pocket, but shouldn't have any problem going 3 rails to get on the 9 to the bottom right. We have Vankata Kakku from Buffalo, who says Matt and Chuck from Buffalo playing in the Ghost Cup 9-ball tourney on 2nd August. They're looking for Scotch doubles 1 pocket action on 1st August Friday night. Really well done to Jason there for clearing out. Jason is on the hill. So Vankata, good to hear that you're playing in that Ghost Cup. There is a tournament that's open to anybody with Fedor Gorst in attendance. He'll be here at Billiard Breakdown, and I'll put some info on the screen while Jason is racking. This is the Ghost 9-ball Cup. It's going to be on August 2nd and August 3rd. It's a 2-day tournament, so it's a $60 buy-in, and Fedor Gorst will be present, so check this out. Don't miss it. So Fedor Gorst, the world's best 9-ball player, arguably one of the best players in pool in the world at the moment, the Russian phenom, is going to be at Billiard Breakdown on August 2nd and 3rd. Vinny Socks with some fighting words there, saying someone from Rochester jump on that offer. They suck. Well, I wonder if Kirk Foley or Brad Wilson will be interested. Both of them like playing 1 pocket. I personally don't play a lot of 1 pocket. Doubles 1 pocket sounds really interesting. If Mickey Goldberg was here, I'm sure he would have jumped on that. Mickey, maybe you should make a trip to Rochester and get some of that 1 pocket Scotch doubles action. And Vankata says, we all signed up for the 9-ball tourney. Excited to be there. Well, looking forward to seeing you all there. August 2nd, I'll be there as well. I might actually be commentating on some of Fedor's matches. And I think we'll be streaming at least streaming this table during that tournament. Well, Jason doesn't quite pot the 2-5 combination, but doesn't leave Rowe anything easy. Rowe is trying to kick at this, and he misses.
Second time you put that.
And he reminds us all and himself that it's the second time he's done that.
I don't know what's going on.
And Rowe doesn't know what's going on.
How you fucking missed the whole ball?
I think it would be really nice to have the players mic'd up so we could hear them better. Jason with a good chance here. The 2 is still cuttable into the bottom right corner pocket. Jason will have to avoid the 4 and the 8 to get on the 3 ball. Shouldn't be too tricky to do. He'll have to dig into the cue ball just a little bit. He places with plain top, it's likely he could go into the 4 and the 8, which is not ideal. And that's exactly what it looks like's happened. So over there, Jason really needed to elevate a little bit and hit slightly, or at least below center, to get that line for avoiding the 4 and the 8. But unfortunately, he goes into the 4 and the 8, which is most likely going to end this run, unless he can pull something off really special. So Vinny Sox says, I'll also be there all weekend looking for action. Coming in Friday, Buffalo rolling deep. And Vankata Kakku, also from Buffalo, says, I'm taking bets against Vinny Sox. He sucks. LOL. Good to hear, good to hear. Maybe I'll get, we'll tell Sean Zhang. I don't think he's here right now, but he might be interested in some of that action. So Rowe, unfortunately, sells out on the 3 ball. Jason has another chance here. Again, Jason needs a good positional shot here. He's somewhat straight. He has just enough of an angle to stun into the bottom rail and create some distance and float towards the 4 ball. He's going follow instead, which he's not able to generate enough of. Now, Jason might still have a shot for the 4 ball into the top right corner pocket. Getting on the 6 is tricky. If he wants to get on the 6, Jason will have to play this with a bit of bottom right to go 3 rails. His contact point needs to be close to that second diamond on the left long rail. Plays with a touch of inside to go 2 rails, and 3 using the right long rail to get on the 6. Well, Jason, I'm not sure. Was that a scratch? Was that a foul? Don't think so. He must have made good contact, but he went for the back shot instead. Vinny Sox says, what is the closest hotel to Billiard Breakdown? Anything within walking distance? I'm not sure. Mike would know, but I mean, let's check on Google Maps. Nice shot by Rowe there. But again, he's going to have a really tricky shot on the 6 ball here. Alright, I'm checking Google right now, and there's nothing that's within walking distance. So the closest one is Sleepy Bear Inn, and there's a whole bunch of stuff by the highway, by 390. But none of them are within walking distance. They're all like about 1.5 miles out. Or 2 miles out. Wow.
Don't do it. Don't fucking do it.
Wow. What a way
Good match, man.
to lose. That is so unfortunate right there for Rowe. Wow. Scratches on the 8 ball after a really good shot on it.
Pleasant.
Wow.
You got
That's just unfortunate. So Jason Rivera wins 9-8. Let's look at that shot by Rowe again. I'll have Jason in here for a post-match interview, so stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back. Really unfortunate for Rowe to miss that way, but ultimately it is Jason Rivera who wins 9-7. I'll be right back.
man, that was unlucky.
You want to play more?
I gotta go to league.
Huh?
You are really terrible. How the fuck did you ever beat me, Benny? Because you played better against me.
Hello, Jason. Just give me a second here.
Hey, bro. I have no words.
All right, the new booth cam.
No, I have no
There we
words.
go. Let's get this.
Again, there's no words.
Well, congrats, Jason. You are now the new number 8. Wow.
Yeah, appreciate
Well
it.
done, well done. Today was close, 9-7.
Yeah.
How did you do? How do you think?
I got a lot of chances.
Yeah.
I feel really good about this win because I was telling Ro out there this is my first time actually beating him in a race.
Right.
We met up twice in the Jaws Tour and in a 10-ball tournament over here, and he beat me both times. So
Wow.
it feels good.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Congrats.
feels
That
good to
must feel
finally edge
extra
him out.
special, especially now that you've taken a spot and you're now number 8.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
finally
awesome.
finally up to single digits.
First time. Okay, there you go. Congrats.
Hell yeah.
You had some really good clutch shots on the 9-ball.
Hell yeah.
Some even though they were tough shots, you ran out of position. You really like pulled it together and got the final balls really well.
A couple of those 8 balls were squirrely, but
Right. Rose shot pretty well, but he seemed to make a lot more mistakes towards the last 2 or 3 balls, which probably hurt a bit.
He usually did make a couple of mistakes on me in the games that we did meet up, but I
Right.
wasn't good enough to capitalize. Now I
Right,
kind of.
But this time you punished him for those mistakes more.
Yeah, I got
And,
played a little better today.
Yeah, that's awesome. So now that you're number 8, who's next on your target?
Who's
Let's
6
look
and
at-
7?
Let's look at it. So right now we have you're number 8 now. So there's Kirk Foley and Nick Capola.
Kirk might be calling my name, but because I've already played Capola about 4 times.
What game did you play? Now that there's no more one pocket or straight pool, you won't have to do that again.
Yeah.
So do you have any idea on who you'll want to challenge next?
I'll probably challenge Kirk in 9-ball probably.
Kirk.
Or
Well,
rotation.
Kirk will pick
Yeah.
something.
Oh yeah.
Kirk gets to pick, and Kirk
Yeah.
might pick 8-ball.
Yeah, he's gonna choose
gonna
8-ball.
pick
100% he's gonna pick 8-ball.
He's not a rotation player, so
Yeah.
good luck for that.
Hell yeah.
And
Appreciate
yeah,
it.
really good
Thank you
shooting.
again.
Do you have anything to say or anything else?
Nah, I'm good. I appreciate it.
Are you going to be here for the Fedor?
Oh yeah,
tournament?
I'm here for
Awesome.
the tournament, not
Awesome.
for the meet and greet stuff, but I'm here for the
All
tournament.
right, awesome. Well, we'll see you there, and hopefully we can see some more great matches from you. Great shooting, and
Hell
keep
yeah.
it up.
Appreciate it.
Congrats. Thanks, Jason.
Take it easy.
All right, guys, thank you for watching. With that, we will be ending the stream here today. Congratulations to Jason Rivera for claiming the number 8 spot in Rochester, New York on the top 15 players list. So stay tuned to Billiard Breakdown. Make sure you have the notifications bell icon turned on for notifications whenever Billiard Breakdown goes live. And don't forget, we have Fedor Gorst, the best player in the world in 9-ball, coming to Rochester. There's going to be a tournament on August 2nd and August 3rd. It's a 2-day tournament, a $60 buy-in. It's 9-ball, even race to 7. Only 24 spots available, so make sure you sign up soon, sooner than later, before all those fill up. I'm not even sure if they have filled up yet, but it's very likely that they have. And finally, Fedor Gorst is going to be coming to Billiard Breakdown on August 3rd. So if you want to do a meet and greet with him, or if you want to see Fedor Gorst play, general admission is free, but if you want the VIP experience for a lunch or dinner with Fedor and have a personal session with him and play a race to 2 with him and get some autograph stuff, make sure you sign up. Contact Billiard Breakdown, find them on Facebook. And with that, guys, we'll be ending the stream today. Thank you so much for tuning in. And a few comments in the chat to address. Nick K says he's bringing in 2 people from Pittsburgh for the Gorst tournament. Awesome. And Vankata Kakku says, by any chance, do you guys going to share the list of all players signed up for the Ghost Cup tourney? I'll talk to Mike. I'm sure he can put it up on Facebook once that list is finalized. I'll ask him, and that might be possible. All right, guys, with that, we'll be ending the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great one.